And we're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I am Gonna Just Be. And today we are talking about transitioning in our physical reality from Eve to Lilith. And the subject here on this particular live is going to be what parts of me feel too dark to express? What parts of me feel too dark to express? And today is the day after Christmas. It's December the 26th. And I feel like this is the perfect topic for today because yesterday they had a lot of ease in the physical reality, dumbing themselves down, not expressing themselves just because it was Christmas. They went to places they probably didn't want to go. They did a whole bunch of cooking that they didn't want to do. They felt drained. They felt they were singing in the choir like Eve normally sing, use me, Lord, to show someone the way. My storage is empty and I am available to you. That's one of Eve's songs, like, right? She's steadily emptying and giving of herself, just pouring out of herself when she don't even have nothing to pour out. Lilith would never. So the question today is what part of me feels too dark to express? What part of you feels too dark to express? Anybody? What part of you couldn't say, no, I don't feel like cooking no more? What part of you felt like, no, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta show up. I gotta be this person, even though I don't want to be this particular person. I'm so grateful to have caught this live. What part of you? And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is so that you can better understand your woman versus your lady, your Eve versus your Lilith, your so-called light versus your darkness, because you have to create a harmonious union with your light and your darkness and the effort for you to become whole and one with yourself, because ultimately this is your little girl meeting the higher version of yourself, and the two shall become one. Not until the two become one are you really a whole individual. Without the two becoming one, you're double minded. And a double minded person cannot receive no thing from God because you wishing you could be like a Lilith. But you're dressed like Lilith maybe on Halloween because she's sexy then, or maybe when you want to twerk for your man. You wish you could, but you wouldn't dare explore that because maybe religion, maybe the conditioning of your mind, maybe your mother, maybe you are a mother and you feel like, whoa, I can't do that type of thing. It's important for us to reflect on how we suppress our power or dim our light in order to fit in and in order to avoid discomforts. So if I don't do da 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 da, they're gonna think that I mean. So if I don't do da 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 da, they're gonna think da 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 da. There comes a moment in life you gotta put on your big girl drawers and do what feels good to you in your life. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because Lilith operates from a place where she understands the law of she understands the law of nature is what I'm trying to say, of preserving herself. And if we give, and do, that means we're not preserving ourselves. And we're withering away. We're stressing ourselves out. We're becoming older before our time. Our skin is beginning to sagging a little bit more. We have cortisol levels inside of our body that's really, really high. And stress is a silent what? Stress is a silent killer. And so I know that this here particular place is really a delicate place from the eaves of the world who want to love, who want to give, who want to just be so nice because nice matters when it really doesn't. How you feel matters. Okay? So I wanted to talk about that today because you know how you make rounds for Christmas? You always make rounds, and in making those rounds, you see different types of people for Christmas. You see the people that was dog tired. Did y'all see him? Was that you? Was that? It's a killer. Yes, it is. Was that you? Were you dog tired? Were you Eve? Tell the truth and shame your Lord self. Who were you yesterday? Did you go somewhere where you saw a lady in the room? Did you see a Lilith? Anybody? Anybody saw Lilith yesterday? Anybody saw Lilith yesterday when you went out to wherever you went, by your mother, by your aunt, by your sisters, wherever you went, by your husband, people? Did you see Lilith in the room? Because she was there. Did you see her in her grace? Because I know you couldn't miss her. Did you see the people that were in the room that were operating from the place of Eve? Just doing, being of service, looking after the children, cleaning up behind others. Did you see her? I want you to begin to see her and pay attention to her, because when you pay attention to her, you can know the energy that you want to exude and the energy that you do not. When I saw your post advertising this series, I didn't think it was for me. I was wrong. Yeah, it's for, because it's still consciousness. You got to be conscious of your beingness no matter where you're going in your journey. And so why is it important to reflect on how we suppress our power? Because that creates resistance in our physical reality. Those people who were operating in Eve, knowing that they were dog tired, they're creating resistance. They sending out a signal that I ain't even worthy, that I got to work hard. They might even have in their mind a program in their mind that says, I'm conditioned to do this thing. My mama works hard, my grandma work hard, and because my skin a little darker, I gotta work hard too. There's no rest for me. There's no rest. I shouldn't get rest. It's wrong to, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, babe. It's wrong for me to be resting. I feel guilty resting. I feel lazy resting. Like, right? This is what those type of people do. And so I was speaking to somebody about having a favorite five. Have you ever thought about the idea or the concept? Hey, Keith, thank you for sharing the live, of having a favorite five. Favorite five. Five could be a number of chaos, right? Five is a number of change as well, if we talk about tarot. And so a favorite five, to me, this is how I express a favorite five. And I'm talking about Lilith here. Lilith understands this concept of a favorite five because Lilith is not going to outweigh herself. So we have two hands. And on each hand, we have 5 fingers in the physical reality, right? Unless you got a little birth defect. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But everybody have 5 hands, right? Do you have 5 hands? Yes or no? Yeah, one love. Yeah, I was Lilith. I stayed home and pampered myself. Oh, I love that for you. Right? Everybody have 5 hands. So in life, in this realm, get you your favorite 5. Now, one of these 5, this is a rule that I want to share with you that you could embody with your Lilith approach. One of these 5 fingers is going to be for you. The 4 will be for other people. Let's say you have 2 children. One of these fingers is for you. So the other 2 is going to be for your 2 children. Then you only have 2 left. Now, maybe you could give one of these 2 to your mother, one of these 2 to your favorite cousin or something. But once you're done with them 2, that's it. You won't have no more. You don't have no more. That's it. That's it. This is your favorite 5. And the reason why we're going to have or limit you at 5 as a woman is because you need to preserve yourself. All right? You need to only have one hand extending out to give, because you're going to need this other hand for you to receive. And that's going to create balance with you. Right? So get you a favorite 5. Now, this favorite 5, this is how we're going to use your favorite 5. Hey, I see you. With your favorite 5, this is how we're going to use it. Moving forward, this is your thing. You listening? Let me know you listening. Type listening in the comments. Let me know you're here. Y'all not saying nothing today. Are you here? Oh, you here, Miss Virgo? Angela? You listening? You listening? Okay, I see you, boss. I see you, Jess. Listening. Okay. Good. Y'all listening. So, and listen, hey, Lucy, thank you for being here. So your favorite 5, in knowing who they are, these are the people to create balance. These are the people where you're going to show, my phone dropped. These are the people who you're going to show unconditional love to. right? I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all there? The phone fell. These are the people who you're going to show unconditional love to. These favorite 5. Unconditional love. Yourself and then 4 others that you selected. Now you're going to show these people unconditional love based upon your overflow. These are the people you delegated, but you still coming first. But these are the people you delegated to nurture, to love. We are abiding by the law of nature when we say this, because we're preserving ourselves. We understand that they have millions of reflections, right? But we also, Lilith also understands that she cannot be all things to all people. She must cut off and preserve herself, right? She understands that if they have value, nurture, preserve them. These might be babies. These might be your little babies. This might be your mom who's old, right? Maybe sickly, like, right? This might be your good friend. This might be your good neighbor who don't have no friends and you just want to love on them. Whoever this here person is, part of your favorite 5, these people are part of your collective, so to speak, that you show your unconditional love. And the reason why I'm telling you to cap this here off is because too many of these people gonna suck you dry. Too many of these people gonna make you feel like you're obligated to them. Too many of these people gonna stress you the heck out. So you have to start your life or your Lilith season off by creating a harmonious balance, because Eve will tell you to give yourself away. Eve will tell you that she just want to be of service. Eve will tell you that she wants to be a soldier in the army of the Lord, and we got to cut that out when we approaching the Lilith state of being. You cannot be all things to all people. You are not the Christ conscious one in physical form that's here to physically save every darn body. You have to first save yourself. And in saving yourself, you only have one hand for them. But this here hand is totally yours to save you. To save you from you. To save you from staying on the E frequency forever. Because if you stay on the E frequency forever, you'll be good for nothing but to be trampled over by men. Y'all ever seen that movie with Big Mama? Big Mama, what is this movie? Y'all know the name of this movie where they had the Big Mama and they had the family and everybody in the family was fussing, and Big Mama had to get her leg amputated, and Big Mama would cook and she would deal with all of the problems. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know the movie I'm talking about? What is the name of this here movie? It was a common little movie with black people in there, and Big Mama passed away, and even after Big Mama had passed away, they did another little feast, eating the same damn food that Big Mama was eating, which got her with the pressure issues and the poor circulation issues. They just was rinse and repeat and doing the same damn thing. Everybody doing the same. Soul food. Soul food. You remember Big Mama? In the black community, we got a lot of Big Mamas. We got a lot of Big Mama. I know you know Big Mama. You're so comfortable with Big Mama. You go to Big Mama with your problems too. Big Mama know how to get up in that kitchen. She know how to sit there and listen to you. Big Mama was freaking drained. And you and every darn body that sucked her essence were part of the reason why she was stressed the hell out. Tell the truth. Big Mama was drained. Big Mama probably wasn't getting touched. Big Mama wish she would have experienced this thing called love. Big Mama wish she would, in her latter days, wish she would have told people, hell no. Get out my face with that. That ain't you. That ain't my problem. Go ahead on and fix it. But Big Mama was so busy trying to be Eve. You see what I'm saying? Yes, that's my grandmother. Yes. We have grandmothers. If we think about it, we have grandmothers, great grandmothers, that in their latter days, they get mean. And they'll tell you, let me tell you something. You better live your damn life. Is he good to you? If he ain't good to you, cut his ass off. They'll tell you based upon the fact that they understand this here thing, that they've been on the E frequency because church bamboozled the crap out of them and told them to be what? A virtuous woman. And they suppress their darkness. Then they get up in an old folk home and they cut out and they show out because they really wanted the other side of them to express itself. They really wanted this thing called balance, but they were afraid what other people would think about them. Big Mama and Soul Food was drained from them people that was over the 5. That's why I tell you, you get you a little circle of 5 and you love on them and you nurture them and you are part of your 5. We as women have enough love in us. This is how we were wired by source energy, but you got to put a balance on it. We have enough love inside of us to take care of our children, the neighborhood children. Hence, they say it takes a village. Hell no. Hell to the no. You got to know when to say hell to the no to the that. We have enough love to take care of our children, our children's children, the greats and the greats and the greats. This is how we were created. But we, with our common sense, with our logical, with our left side of our brain, have to know how and when to cut it off. Because our love, if it's always outsourced, we don't have enough to heal ourselves, and love's supposed to be our healer. If Big Mama and Soul Food would have harnessed her energy of her agape love that she was putting in all of that food, that she was putting in taking care of everybody's problem, if she would have harnessed her energy, her love could have healed her own leg. Her love could have been the thing that electromagnetic healed her body. Her love could have sent dopamine throughout her whole own body. Her love could have took her on a trip where she was experiencing bliss and joy and freedom and passion within her own beingness. And it would have been a thing that saved her life. But she decided to give it away in the Eve fashion that every Eve lady, or should I say every Eve woman, is exuding in this realm right now because they don't know nothing about Lilith. They think Lilith is selfish. Sure she is, because she cares about herself. If anybody tells you you're selfish, they're saying you care about yourself than most I've witnessed. They're saying to you, oh, you're choosing to put yourself before me. And for you, I suggest that you tell those people, hell yeah, I care about myself. Hell yeah, I'm selfish. What I'm going to do without me? Who gonna save me? Least I put out the emitting energy that I must save myself first. Who gonna put me on a throne? Least I love myself enough to put or place myself on the own throne of my own life. And this is where a lot of people get off. A lot of the Eves they get off. Because I gotta take care of, because that's my cousin from marriage. That's my godchildren. I can't do that. That's the children over there. Look at the children over there. I don't even know their name. Come here, sugar. Don't know the people, including your people, yourself in people's story. And here's the thing about Eve that I want you to understand. Eve wants to save and don't want to embody her selfishness and don't want to embody her darkness. She wants to save and be all things to all people. But what Eve fails to remember as it pertains to consciousness is that everybody, before they come forth in physical form in this realm, they chose their own damn story. They signed up for their own mother. They signed up for their own father. They signed up for their own trauma. And how dare you try to go over there, Eve, stopping people from having their story. Somebody type in the comment, I chose my story. Could you tell the truth and shame your lower self? I chose my story. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee and I ordained thee. Before you came forth in this person, you were all-knowing, infinite intelligence, and you chose a story that you was going to partake of, and you set the scene. You chose your mother, you chose your father, and you forgot that when you came forth. And now you're going to act like a person with a brain. But before you came forth, beyond matter, you didn't have a person. You didn't have a brain. You were all knowing, infinite intelligence, and you just wanted to experience God. So you decided to experience it in a body with limitations, with trauma. But you chose it. So when Eve fails to look upon when she trying to save all people and be all things to all people, is that them people chose their story. And Eve, you can't stop people from having their story to it. But what you can do is kill yourself trying. Hence, Big Mama and Soul Food. Oh yeah, you kill yourself trying. Until you stumble upon this thing called dark feminine energy. And so now you stumbled upon this idea of dark feminine energy, and you got to pay attention or reflect on your Eve days, because now you got to know what you, when you know what you want, then the opposite is true. I now know what I don't want. I don't want to be a stumbling block for my own self. I don't want to be like a big mama. I want to learn how to preserve some of my essence. I'm getting a little bit older. I want to learn how to heal myself. I want to learn how to take myself out of this thing called bondage. I want to learn what love does feel like for me to receive. I want to be in my receiving mode instead of just giving, giving, giving. I give myself away so you can use me. I don't even want to sing that song no more. It don't even settle with my soul, the larger part of me. No, no, no. I ain't giving everything away. I need something for myself. And a lot of women want to take and make this here change in polarities from Eve to Lilith when they sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's the perfect energy, baby. You got to get there. If you ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired, you ain't going to do nothing. You're going to just want to just keep on giving yourself away like Eve would do. And like the big mamas on yesterday was doing. You saw them withering away. You saw them. You saw your relatives with sicknesses and diseases who couldn't eat this and couldn't eat that and couldn't fool with this and had pot belly here and couldn't dance because this and that and the third was going on with them. You saw them because they were giving their self away. Oh, but they had this ailment, but yet they had this here that led to that ailment. Because every ailment, every disease in this realm starts in the spiritual realm first. It starts from that lack of self-worthiness. It starts from that hate. It starts from that envy. It starts from not being able to open up that heart space. This is why we have heart attacks, heart disease, heart valve. It starts somewhere in the spiritual first, and then it manifests. But you just saw the disease. You just saw the gout. You just saw maybe him or heard of him having a high blood pressure. You just saw them saying, "Oh, I'm on dialysis," but it's deeper than that. They're giving themselves away, and the heart space inside of everybody wants to be able to love its person, love its person first, not hate its person, not destroy its person, not neglect its person, but love its person first before it can love anything or anybody else. So the Eves of the world, they get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then they decide, oh, I want to embrace Lilith. And in embracing Lilith, so many people have expressed to me on calls, yeah, but I'm scared. I feel so afraid of my dark side because I ain't never let my darkness out. Because I've been people pleasing all my life. Now, I'm going to lose them? If I stop pleasing them, what you mean? I'm going to lose my friends? That's what you're saying to me? I'm so afraid of rejection. I don't want to lose them. I've been doing all of this here stuff to like them. That's what Eve says, right? Society expects this of me. Church expects me to do these things. What's going to happen to my person if I stop? Even though the person wants to stop and embody the Lilith, embody the other side of their self, even the person wants to, they have a stumbling block. They're at war. And you know the battle that we're really facing, y'all? It's the battle of our mind. There is no other battle. Somebody type that. That's so key to what I'm talking about. Type that in the comments. The battle of the mind. This is a mind. Our minds are at war. Thought by thought by thought. Our minds are the things that are at war. because somebody told you you need to look like this, and somebody told you you needed to be like this, and somebody told you you had to be as virtuous as this, and they put together these scriptures in church for you, and they told you on Sunday morning that this is how you were supposed to carry yourself, woman. And if you deviate from them this here, you ain't no just woman. But ain't nobody ever told you no story about Lilith, though. What makes her so unjust? When she too embodies the totality of God, she just expresses it a little bit different. What makes her so bad? Even her darkness, what makes her darkness the devil? We dark melanated people. We come from darkness. We come from chaos. So that mean everybody the devil? Why is darkness deemed so bad? But light is so good. Light is really when the ignorance took place. Light is really when we gathered up this thing called the mind. Right? Before we had the mind and the person, we were darkness, and there was darkness on the face of the deep. Right? I open my box. Hey, hey, hey. I love that for you. And there was darkness on the face of the deep. Before the foundation of the recreation of this realm, there was what? Darkness on the face of the deep. Yes, you did. Somebody said I chose my story. And so since we all come from darkness, and now we're talking about this thing called dark feminine energy, and embodying that part of ourselves is different from what Eve expression is. And so you gonna be judged. You gonna be looked at differently. But you are on a journey to finding your harmonious balance. Start with your favorite 5. Unconditionally love and give attention and care for your favorite 5. See your favorite 5 through the eyes of God, and guess what happens to your entire universe? Guess what happens to you? You heal yourself. You let your heart speak. You make room for your cup to overflow with love. You now have the power to draw things to you, to be able to receive. You are now embodying the totality of Lilith versus Big Mama in soul food, versus being a virtuous woman who's dog tired, who's aging, who's stressing, who's killing herself slowly. This here same love for yourself allows you to express yourself and let go of the fear of this thing called rejection, because you ain't gonna be rejected by your favorite 5. You ain't gonna be rejected by yourself. This here lets you put down the idea of having to please other people. So you gonna please yourself and your favorite 5, and you gonna let the others do what they do. They own your own, because you gotta save yourself first. You gotta save yourself first. Right? This is your way of connecting to the parts of yourself that you think maybe are too much, that you think maybe is a little too different. Right? People that are graduated from Eve, they all have this common thing. They like, well, Lilith does things like this here, but I'm a little this here. And I don't know if that's too much for me. And that might be different. I really want my personality to shine. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know if I could be that. I don't know if I could be that sexy when I'm really silly. But why? Well, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that we begin to realize. We could be it all. Because ain't nothing wrong with all of it. All of it is God. Every aspect, every thought, every emotion. Okay, let's go back into the darkness. That emotion called fear, that emotion of fear is God. One God, one faith, one baptism. Fear may be down here, love may be up here, but if you put this all together, you wrap this in a circle, all you do is have different frequencies of emotions that stem from what? God. So from your fear to maybe your shame and your envy, your hurt, and all the way to neutral and becoming optimistic and becoming happy and joyful and getting embodied in your passion and feeling free and purposeful. Then you rise up to this thing called love. But you was just on it, a polarity, emotional polarity chain of experiencing the ins and out of God. From fear to love. Love to fear. However you look at it, it's God. This part of God can't be too much. This part of God can't be too different. Both parts are still God. Whether we're talking about the Eve part or the Lilith part. Your job, my job, our job is to experience. Get to know thyself, it says. I love it here. Judgment from others can be overwhelming though. Yeah. Judgment from others, what I want you all, every person underneath the sound of my voice to understand, judgment from others come from judgment of yourself first. On this journey from Eve to Lilith. Judgment from others come from judgment of yourself first. Hence, in the biblical text, it says, judge not, lest you be judged. He who has the first sin, let him cast the first stone. Who has the most sin, let him cast, or the least sin, let him cast the first stone. It's always about what's happening in here. Life happens through you, not to you. So let's say I'm in my Eve. I'm a big mama. Yesterday was Christmas. And big mama, me, all of the Christmases before, I took care of everybody. I made sure all of the food was just outlaid. I came up in the kitchen and I had my headscarf on my head and I had all of the food mapped out. Nobody had to do nothing but sit down at the table. That was me being in my Eve for years and years and years. I embarked on getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe I saw soul food and the big mama on soul food reminded me of the big mama who I was acting like in my physical reality. And I said, you know what, this Christmas I ain't gonna do this stuff. And so I'm going to change. And I decided that on yesterday, was going to adore myself and be in my Lilith frequency, right? And I wasn't doing nothing but providing the drinks and the apple pies. It wasn't going to be no apple pie that I made. I went and got me a Marie Challenger apple pie from Walmart. And I put that sucker up in the oven and wham, bam. All that I had to do on that day in the physical was done for my family. I told the extension of my family to bring this potluck. I told them to bring whatever they wanted, but I welcomed them into my sacred circle. I welcomed them into my home. Meanwhile, that morning I woke up and I adorned myself and I just looked like Miss Chancellor and I just sat there and I was just ready to receive, right? I did way less than I did on any other holiday. But now when they come in and somebody forgot, let's say I forgot to tell somebody to bring turkey, the main thing, like, right? And everybody tripping about, oh, we ain't got no turkey. Man, come on, big mama. You used to always get out there the day before and make the turkey. And you used to be out there for hours and hours and hours. And I said, well, I ain't doing that this year, Tut. I'm on my Lilith. Big mama ain't big mama. Big mama just gonna be sweet this year. She gonna be sweet and naughty instead, right? If me is playing like the big mama that in transition into Lilith sits there and judge myself like, oh man, I messed up Christmas. If I'm hard on myself, in the inside of my mind, life of judgment started with me because I had that thought first. Now, when everybody walks in that door of mine, since I had that thought about me, since I radiated that thought that, oh my gosh, I messed up Christmas, they're gonna judge me. Somebody gonna say it. Somebody gonna say, oh, big mama, you know you're wrong for this. How you gonna do that all them years, all them good Christmases, and then you gonna stop right now? Why you stopped? Look what you done did now. You done messed up Christmas. Why you sitting over there looking pretty? Papa done passed away. Who you looking pretty for anyway? Why you got your boobs out, big mama? Who you trying to attract? What's going on with you, big mama, in your Lilith zone? This, you being selfish. So everybody now is going to judge me based upon the fact that I sit myself through my mind there before they came to my house, and I judge myself first. Do you not get this here? Please tell me that you don't fail to understand that the law of attraction works that way. I'll wait. I'll wait. Hey, free spirit, I love your username. I'll wait. As within, so without. You're right about that. All because you set the tone first. So this is what I mean when we transition into the Lilith frequency. For the people who've said to me in so many different comments or emails or wherever, however they reached me. But the people, no, you the people, boo. You the people that you're talking about. You the main person that you're talking about. You're talking about you there. Ain't no other people. Life happens through you, through the word. The biblical text teaches you this. My word cannot come back to me null and void. It must accomplish that which I sent it out to do. So if I'm sitting there being hard on myself, thinking that I'm supposed to instead be Eve and be this virtuous woman, when I go out to the club, when I go out and try to meet different people, my word is sending a signal to them people. That's why nobody ain't asking you for no number. Because they see Big Mama written all over you. They see the guilt of Big Mama, aka your Eve life. They see that written all over you. You ever heard that song? It's written all over your face. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say a word. Right? Because when you walk in the room, it's written on your face that I feel a little guilty that I'm over here trying to be Lilith, and church taught me to be this virtuous woman, and I'm oh my gosh, I'm forsaking Eve. What would my mother say if she were to catch me out here drinking a French 75 and my boobs out and I have my nails done and there's church service tomorrow? That part. That part, nobody won't talk about that part. But this here part shows up. This is why it doesn't matter where you go. I did a video about this. It doesn't matter where you go to meet men, whether we're talking about a high value man, a man that have a great conversation, or whatever you call it, for whatever you want, for where you are in your life. It don't matter where you go to meet them, because you go meet yourself. Go to the country club if you want to. Go to Lowe's by the contractors if you want to. But when you get there, trust and believe you're going to meet whatever word that you have going out. Because you sending the signal. You send the word out. Your word cannot come back to you null and void. So you got to learn how to own your square. You got to learn how to own the Lilith frequency that you're trying to embody. You got to own it. Because if you don't own it, everybody in your simulated environment gonna sniff you out, kind of like a dog. You know, a dog will come in, the dog will be sniffing all in between your booty crack, like, right? A dog will invade new people, like licking you all in your mouth and in your face if you just let them and you're a new person. The dog is sniffing you out to see what you made of. That's just like your reflections. They're sniffing you out. Let me see if I can smell the thoughts of doubt. Oh, okay. Don't get it twisted. Men aren't stupid. Women, men sniff you out too as soon as you open up your mouth. Oh yeah, she don't believe that. She don't believe that. I could get that. I could get that. Watch this. Watch this. She trying to embody Lilith and she half-ass doing it. Watch this right here. They'll sniff you out because you don't want to. You're ashamed of your darkness. You don't want to sit on the other side. You don't really want you don't really want to stop people pleasing and start pleasing yourself. You don't want it because you ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired just yet. Now that's all that life is telling you, and that's okay. It's okay if you're not sick and tired just yet. When it hurt really, really bad, you'll get sick and tired and you'll put yourself first. You'll begin to say, enough is enough. You begin to preserve your energy, right? You'll preserve your energy because you understand you need your energy the most, right? Let me tell you, the other day, and the reason why I'm sitting like this here, the other day I fell. I don't know if all of you all know, I had cut back on posting. I cut back on going live. I cut back. I fell. I fell. And though I had so many different things, so many different topics that I want to talk about, so many different videos that I wanted to do, I fell. I failed. One of my favorite fives failed. One of my lifelines failed. The most important one, me, failed, down, failed. And it hurt. And I'm bruised. And this is why I have on long sleeves and all, right? I'm bruised. I'm limp. I'm sitting in a position where I can relax my leg because I'm walking with a limp. I'm in pain, right? Everything had to stop. Everything had to stop because I must preserve myself. You got to get to the place where we hold up. One of my favorite fives, I got to preserve my energy. Everything that all of my overflow, I got to pull it back because I need it. Because now I have to go beyond matter now. I got to go beyond matter to heal myself, to do surgery on myself. I got to use my love. You have to understand this because this is important for your Lilith to shine when you get to this place. You got to use the love that you have for yourself because your love is the healer. You know how they say in the biblical text, love heals all. It is my love for myself and my self-preservation that's healing my leg. To be honest with you, I healed my leg. But because I had to do more on it, it caused it to get triggered again. Right? But during the whole time, I preserved myself and I stopped giving myself away. Nope, 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 nope. I gotta get, not that. I'm only doing my regulars right now with my consultation. I can't take no new ones right now. Nope, nope, nope. I can't be posting videos and stuff, even though I have some good stuff I want to tell people about. No, 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 I can't because I must preserve myself. I gotta be selfish. I understand that there's moments in time and place that I have to be selfish because I'm sorry. I need my love. I'm sorry, Tut. You can't have none. Yeah. Not until this leg get 100 again. You can't have it. It's for me right now. And that's what I mean to tell you about your favorite five. If you begin to live your life and walk this walk, you will always have good health and wellness. You will always have a cup that's overflowing with love for yourself. You will always move from your heart space. And that's what life is causing you to do, is asking you, open up your heart, but open it up to you first, please. Open it up to you first. That way your word of love, it won't be able to come back to you null and void. That means all the reflections out there, they will be magnetized by the way that you love you. Because people only loving you based upon how you can love you anyway. So you might as well start with your favorite five and embrace the totality of Lilith within you. They only love Lilith because of her mystery, because Lilith knows how to say, hell no, I'm being selfish in this moment. You ain't getting none of my love. Hell no, I'm cutting you off in this here right moment because you ain't playing with me like that. Lilith know, but Eve, oh baby, come on. I'm just gonna forgive you, baby. Come on. And then I'm gonna make you a supper plate afterwards. Come on, baby. Eve is foolish with her love because she doesn't understand her dark side, which is really not a demonic force. It's really a way that she loves on herself better than anybody else can. It's really the fact that she ain't people pleasing no more because she understands how powerful her love is and how she can manipulate energy with her love and how she could conjure in her love allows other people to pour into her even the more because she already poured into her cup. That makes other people want to pour into her cup also. Her love make other people want to just give to her like, here, Lilith, here, Lilith, here, Lilith. And you will call her a whore. You will call her Jezebel. You will call her what you want to call her, but what you're not going to call her is unlovable. She don't even care that you will call her a whore, Jezebel. She know what goes on with her portal of life. She know that she's a lady. She know that there's only the women out there that can't figure out lady frequency that they would judge and they would hate on the lady. Only women doing that. Only the Eves of the world are tired, but they just not sick and tired of being sick and tired just yet. So they talk about Lilith. They try to bring Lilith down because Lilith at a frequency that they haven't not obtained just yet. So here's ways that Eve avoids embracing the Lilith version of herself by holding back her voice in conversations or relationships. Eve was doing that all day yesterday. Well, I'm gonna go by his people, I'm gonna do da 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 da, but I don't want to. Lilith did that all day. I mean, Eve did that all day yesterday. All day long. That's what Eve was doing. She was just getting along just to make it through the day. That's what Eve was doing. I'm about to end this one here. This phone about to die, y'all. Y'all check out Goddess Just Be page. If you're on TikTok, check out Goddess Just Be page. I'm going to be live over there. I'm ending Goddess Just Be Healthy. Thank y'all for being here. But nonetheless, that's what Eve did on yesterday. Eve also was saying yes when she wanted to say no. Because Eve don't know how to say no. Okay, I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it, but nice matters. That's what Eve do. Lilith be like, no. She don't have no explanation, nothing. No. What you mean, no? No. My no just mean no. Ain't doing that no more. No. Another way that Eve can't or finds hard, difficulty in transitioning is avoiding expressing her true desires for fear of being judged. So Eve worried about being judged. She worried about saying no because she don't know how to do it. And she's holding her voice back. Lilith will never, because Lilith is bold. Lilith speaks her truth. Lilith ain't won't cook yesterday, Lilith ain't cooking, god darn it. If Lilith didn't want it at her house yesterday, god darn it, Christmas ain't by Lilith's house because Lilith said no and she ain't want it. She's not going to sit there and hold in herself because she understands that creates resistance within her person. And Lilith's not about to create resistance within a person because resistance within a person is going to increase the cortisol levels. Resistance within her person is going to stop her manifestations from coming because now she's double-minded. She's unstable, and a double-minded person can't receive no thing from God. Lilith would never do half of the things that Eve is doing in her life because Lilith already got to that neutral state of being where she decided, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this is the way that latter days of my life going to be the best days of my life because I'm going to love on myself. I'm going to pour into myself. I'm going to nurture myself. And that's just how we're going to set the tone for my days. I figured life out. I did the people pleasing already. Now it's time to please me. Right? Now it's time to be good for me. Because if I ain't good for me, I can't be good for nobody else. Right? So what parts of yourself feel too dark to be expressed? What parts of yourself, maybe your strong opinions, maybe your sensuality, your sexuality? What about your anger and your jealousy? You know, Lilith knows how to express those things. Her anger is expressed. Her jealousy is expressed. Lilith is not clogging up her energy lines of communication with source. She'll let you know. You're about to piss me off. Get out of my face with that dumb stuff. Right? But Eve on the flip, she'll let others piss her off and say nothing. Right? There is power in your Lilith. There is power in your shadow. There is power in your darkness. Because it'll help you reclaim who you really are. It'll help you. You know how like sometimes we'll be in relationships and our partner be like, babe, what's wrong? Nothing. I mean, I know none of y'all never did that before, but you know people do that. I know it ain't you, but nothing. They'll say. And in the meantime, while they saying nothing, they boot it up and they have their arms folded and they got that nervous energy where they just wish that their person would leave them alone because they about to blow. Nothing. Leave me alone. Nothing. I ain't even worry about nothing. That's Eve type energy. That messes with your blessings. That messes with all your manifestations. That messes you up energetically because that is resistance and that is not flow. Lilith is going to tell you. She's going to respond to you. She's not going to be reacting. Nothing. Boy, you better go ahead before I punch in your head. That's reaction. Lilith know how to respond. Lilith is a lady. She know how to speak her truth. Effective communication. So it gets a moment in our life where we really have to sit with our woman, understand how our woman in the past has reacted instead of responded. Because our woman ain't going nowhere. Eve ain't going nowhere. We're embodying her as well as embodying Lilith. And we're deciding thought by thought by thought how we're responding. This is akin to being a lady. A lady, every lady in this realm has a woman inside of her. Just like every gentleman in the physical reality. We have some men up in here. Is Willie up in here? Is Frederick up in here? Is Keith up in here? Just like with the men, they are gentlemen, but that man is still in there. That man that probably ran through women, that man who probably had a bunch of testosterone built up and was all rah, 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 once upon a time, that man is still alive in there. What's happening through this transition is you're making peace with your woman and your lady, or your gentleman and your man. You get that? Well, I've done that before. Right? And the two shall become one. And it don't matter if we're talking about jealousy. Someone asked, can we talk more about jealousy? We talking about jealousy too, because that's your woman. Ladies not even embodying that frequency. That's your woman. When you get to a lady state of being, she's being. And she understands that there's enough of goddesses or ladies in this realm that they can be in their simulated environment and it won't even affect hers. There's no jealousy there. There's no animosity there. Lilith and Persian got those different things out. She understands that was part of the conditioning when she was in that survival mode of being Eve, or with that jealousy state of being. With women being sit up against one another. When they're both the goddesses, when they both have a portal of life, there's nothing to be jealous of. When you really sit in there, you understand from a corporate America aspect that there's competition there. Women will be put in places in this realm where they're forced to compete. And they'll remember that. Corporate America is one of those places. You're supposed to compete. Because really what's running that is masculine energy. So you're put in an environment where you have to compete to excel over there. Right? So now you think in relationships, I must compete. Women will try to compete with their portal of life. Well, I know she can't do what I do. When all portals of life are the same, and men won't even tell you consciously that you're competing with something that everybody else has. But what you cannot or will not ever be able to compete with is your mindfulness. Because we all gonna be different in that. Everybody got a booty, some flat booty, some big booty, some round booty, some juicy booty, some booties with cellulite, some booties that are nice and cellulite free, right? Some people got a vajayjay, some vajayjays juicy, I guess, some vajayjays, I don't know, don't have a bottom. Some vajayjays you can feel the walls maybe, right? But everybody got one, right? Different aspects of it. But when you get to mindfulness and ability to speak and communicate your truth, when you get to a woman graduating to being a lady and she understands the dynamic of not people pleasing no more, but she used to please and she knows now how to speak her truth. She's not doing things because of the fear of society norms, and she's operating in her boldness, in her Lilith, and she knows how to seduce and she knows how to talk. That separates her from every other woman. And now she's rare and she's different. And she's not going to dare turn around and be jealous of another woman because she understands the jealous frequencies of where women are. Ladies will never, Lilith will never. Because it's really, and I'm not trying to be braggadocious, it's really so rare that a woman graduates to be a lady. She's so far in between that she could be braggadocious enough to be like, nah, they ain't even on my wavelength. That's a bunch of women over there. They can't even walk this walk. They have yet to embody the totality of God. They ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired. So they so busy competing. They so busy fighting. They so busy being jealous of one another. I'm over here by myself. It's like that sometimes when you're dealing with a lot of women that don't want to evolve. And they God-given power. They don't want to sit on a throne. They assimilate the environment and be God all by themselves. Because of society norms. Because of a mindset that got them that got them stuck. Really stuck on stupid. And I ain't trying to be ugly with any other women in the physical reality. But it's a definition of insanity to me. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. That you gotta be like, I'm a little stuck on stupid if I keep on doing it. If I keep on doing it. If I don't come out of this here light, so to speak, and get into my darkness and own myself and stop people pleasing all the time and stop worried about what other people think about me and stop judging and being hard on myself, and I sit here and I love myself and I sit here and I nurture myself. If I don't do that, then I'm trying to be stuck on stupid of the woman frequency, and I don't want to grow and I don't want to get to know myself. And what I'm also saying is I don't want to get to know God because I am God. And life will beat you up over there. Life will end you over there. Because here's the thing about life. People will say Eve died of a broken heart. Anybody know somebody who you say, oh, she died of a broken heart because that man did her bad. You know what happened there? That woman refused to change. And this is consciousness. This is collective consciousness. Consciousness is evolving and evolving and evolving and expanding and expanding. And you, me, we supposed to be keeping up with it. And when we get to flat line and we don't want to keep up with it, we die out. We die out. And then we're supposed to pick up and come back on this frequency and see if we're going to pick up right here and go. And if we die out, if we don't pick up, we die out again. This is why we hear people say, you never get it wrong. You have all eternity. Because you're going to keep on dying out. You're going to keep on dying out and getting back in. Out of the physical, into the spirit, back into the physical. All over again. Over and over, over and over, over and over. That's all we do. Rinse and repeat, because you're going to learn this message today. You're going to get to know God today, life is saying. Every aspect of God. Including your darkness. Including stopping that people pleasing, including opening up your mouth, including operating from your heart space for your heart to heal you and your favorite 5 first, and then you have enough of overflow to give to other people. The battlefield of the mind, you're right about that. We at war, every last one of us, and we all at different places in this war, in our mind. And so I wanted to share that with you all because yesterday as I sat and I visited certain people's houses, I saw Lilith. At every house that I went to, I saw Lilith. Lilith, for me, in my physical reality, is my mom. Her grace, She's so graceful. As a video on this particular live right here, on this particular live, this is Goddess Just Be page over here. I did a video on at one of the houses that I went to, and my mom was just sitting there. My mom is 78 years old, and you will not believe her to be that age. But one thing about my mom, she's a lady, and she stands out, and her grace stands out. You see her grace in the room. And by knowing my mother's grace and her essence of being a lady, it made me as a little girl pay attention to other women coming up. And being the introverted person that I always was, I would pay attention to women. There were always some women that stood out from all the other women in the back, and I will call them ladies. These were the women or ladies who I will gravitate to. Even when I was younger, I always will gravitate to ladies because of their grace, because they were different. Because when I grew up, I wanted to be like a lady. I didn't want to be like a regular woman. A lady nurtured herself. A lady cared and adorned herself. A lady would knew how to just be and be still and know. She sat in her zone. A lady wasn't about that talking. See, in the physical reality, when I meet or embark on women who about trauma and drama and lies and talking about one another and bringing one another down, that repels me away. I don't even really want to sup with them because I understand immediately they are not ladies. I understand immediately that they are draining their life force. I understand immediately that they're Eves and they're killing themselves. The cells of their body are literally dying. They're not speaking their truth because beyond every woman that's sitting up there gossiping and being jealous lies the fact that she is destroying and gossiping about herself, jealous of an aspect of herself that she don't know how to embrace. Like, right? Any woman that's messy in this realm is messy because it's messy in here. Any woman in this physical realm that's lying is lying because there are so many lies that they are telling themselves about themselves in here that they cannot get over in here first. Eves of the world can't get over what's going on in here, in this mind, in this heart space. That's why they're still operating with Eve energy. Lilith is over that. She whispers sweet nothings to herself. She's lovable. She's whole. She speaks the truth. Her no means no. She's bold with it. She might be called darkness, right? But it's simply because the darkness can't comprehend the light. Lilith has within her a woman that she has embraced and taught how to be free. And that's what this journey is all about, right? Being free, freeing yourself from your own bondage. Eve wants to be free from this bondage. Eve wants to be free. You could tell Eve wants to be free because Eve often gets depressed. Depressed? Oh, that's a person that will want to be free. Eve often sabotages her own relationships. Oh, that's a person that want to be free. Eve often overextends herself. That's a person that's saying, oh, please see me. Please see me. See how I'm pouring into you, because the way that I'm pouring into you, I really want somebody over here to pour into me. Eve wanted, she just don't know how to communicate it. So I began as a young girl watching Eve. I would study Eve. And I would say, oh, when I grow up, I don't want to be like the Eve. I want to be like them ladies. I want to be a lady. I want to have grace. I want to preserve myself. If you are one of them people, women, wherever you are, your journey, one of them Eves maybe, that are on that journey to being sovereign, to being Lilith, I can point you there. I can point you back to how you can lead yourself. I can point you back to your throne. Now, I'm not signing up to be nobody leader. I ain't saying follow me. I'm pointing you back to you. There's a course available from Eve to Lilith on my website. And on January the 12th, I'm teaching people how to flirt. But here's the thing, Eve, I'm telling you to your face. I'm going to tell you to your face in my Lilith tone of voice to you. Don't you bring your ass in my class, Eve, and want to just go ahead and learn how to flirt with no narcs. To flirt with those people who going to bamboozle you. To flirt with people who will manipulate you and will take your essence from you, of your life, of portal of life. Don't you come up in there just to grasp some concepts to flirt, because you can't flirt with everybody. You need to understand, Eve, what you're radiating first. You need to understand, Eve, and that's why you need to start with the first course first, where we're going from Eve to Lilith, awakening your dark feminine energy, so you can understand how desperate you are, Eve, sometimes. Because yes, Eve, sometimes you be desperate. Sometimes you're the thirsty pick-me chick, Eve. Maybe nobody never told you that, because men will not tell you this type of thing. They'll get the ass because that was their goal. They wanted the ass, they got the ass, and they left you. They're not there to tell you about your nasty ass attitude. Tell you about the fact that you're people pleasing. Tell you about the fact that when he took that meal from you, that he saw that you just wanted him to eat that food because you thought that was the way to his heart. Men feel that, yeah, Eve. So you might as well stop. Who you fooling? Nobody. Who you playing? Yourself. So on January 12th, Eve, don't come sit in my class on how to flirt and attract a whole bunch of narcs that you're going to be flirting with. That's going to manipulate you. That's going to pin you. That's going to be another continuation to your stumbling block in your journey. You got to know yourself first, Eve. So start with getting to know yourself on the journey to dark feminine energy first. Know what you're radiating. Then you know how to talk to your reflections and give and pour out your love, your essence to those. But you got to get to know yourself. And that includes your darkness. Know your no and be stern with your no. Be bold about who you are first. Because a double-minded person is unstable. You go out there wobbling, and if you're sending out a low frequency, I ain't worthy signal, guess what you're going to attract? Narcs, manipulators, abusers, cheaters, gamblers, drunks. A lot of Shira 7 people, they put on that makeup and they do that. This is why I wanted to come and teach you all mindfulness behind this. Because a lot of them Shira 7 people going out to them places and they attracting the lowest of the low. Why? Somebody tell me why. Why would they, if they may have makeup on and they got the hair fixed and they're wearing the best of the perfume and their nails are done, how come they attract the dusty? Somebody tell me why and how. Anybody know? Nobody don't know why? Nobody don't know how? Because you attract what you are, Eve. It's energy. Yeah. Intentions ain't right. It's energy. You could be trying to run behind the bag all you want to. But when running behind that bag, if your energy is saying, I'm thirsty, well, they're not gonna turn around and be like, oh, are you? Are you thirsty? I'll give you a drink. Right? Heaven is a prepared place for prepared people because they're thirsty. Yeah. They changed the appearance, but didn't change the energy, the frequency. And that's what I want you all to see. It's a shift of a mind. Shira 7 is a beautiful lady. Her mind is that she done made the shift. But in teaching you the places to go and how to look and all that, she's good with that. But you got to learn that shift of that mind. You got to learn the brain effery that you're under first in order to be able to brain F somebody else. You got to understand your own conditioning. You got to understand your own capacity or ability to love. And it's not about being thirsty, so love other. Hell no, love yourself first. Be good to yourself first. The kingdom of God is in here. And that's the first commandment, that you love the Lord thy God with all of your heart. This is you that's talking about. I don't care how much money he has. You'll find in your Lilith journey that it ain't even all about the money. You'll find that after you get to the Lilith frequency, that it's about you being sovereign and whole all by yourself. That you could attract money, you could attract abundance too, because you are that cash flow. You are the liquid assets. So along your journey of getting to know the totality of your Lilith, you may get to a point where you have everything now. Your heart's desire, because now your love done brought you everything. And now you don't even want it. You want no thing. You just want to be like that person that was on here earlier, free spirited. I just want to just be. Oh, I just want to be. No, thank you. I'm good. And when you go to a club like that, when you go to the country club, or when you go to Lowe's like that, and you free spirited and you desire no attachment, you desire no thing, guess what happens when you desire no thing? On your own. When you desire no thing, what you get? What you get? Do you get no thing? When you desire no thing, what you get? What do you get? Everything. Everything. They knocking on your door now. What you mean you don't want it? Yeah. Here. Take it. Because you desire no thing. You have no resistance. Here, take it, Lilith. Lilith, I want you to take it. But you, as a woman, you might think, oh, Lilith, she must be screwing all the people. Oh, Lilith must. No, people saying, here, Lilith, take it. You got to understand that energy momentum going on there. People are telling Lilith, no, Lilith, take it. I want you to have it. Because you're sending out a signal that you're worthy. You're sending out a signal that you're abundant. You ain't sending out that signal with lack, like Eve, Big Mama. Life is taken from Big Mama, taking Big Mama leg from her. But for Lilith, life is saying, I know you have, but them that's got shall get more. Them that's not, like Eve, shall lose. All right? Fire. This feels good. It's the opposite. It's totally the opposite. You got that right. So nonetheless, that's it. That's the video. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm so thankful for each and every last one of you that was able to catch this here live, that was able to listen to this here. Pay attention to your dark side, because your dark side will pave way for balance in your life. Pay attention to your darkness, because the darkness stemmed first. The darkness came first, and then God said, let there be light. Lilith came first. This is your birthright. It came first, your darkness. But the thing about it was that you were supposed to find balance in the darkness of your chaos. And balance is not being no damn Eve. Balance is freeing yourself. Balance is you getting to know yourself. Balance is you loving yourself. Balance is you being bold, you being unapologetically your Lilith. Whoever she may be, whatever she may look like to you, be her. It's in our signal that you're proud to be her, that you love being her, that you honor being her. And then your wording go come back to your null and void. Everybody gonna get that signal. And your life, the trajectory of your life gonna change henceforth, now and forevermore. And you shall know what's true for you. And your truth is gonna be the thing to set you free. Since I had a dream, I'm some man in dry cold winter and dumped in the lake. Felt like I killed my masculine, stopping me from being Lilith. Oftentimes, let me rephrase that. Dreams all the time show us where we are energetically stumbling blocks for ourselves. In a dream, in the vision of the night, when man sleeps in slumber, you get your orders and instructions. The orders and instructions come in wavelengths of resistance that you might be embodying in your physical reality. That same resistance will show up in your dream to show you, hey, you, automated. the cold winter chills, right? And dumped in the lake, water, your flow, right? You feeling like you killed the masculine that was stopping you from being Lilith, right? It's letting you know a transition of one wavelength to another. The water symbolically of being water, flow, killing the masculine, one parallel to another, is letting you know the transition that took place from going from one wavelength to another. It's letting you know the work, the inner work that's being done in your physical reality. In the dream, it lets you know where you are. If it's resistance, if it's fear, if it's stumbling blocks, you will know it based upon that emotion, right? That's all we're doing here. That's all we're doing. Going from one wavelength to another. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anything that's stopping you from getting to one wavelength becomes your resistance. And the only way you stop resistance is if you become more present in the moment, more general, more aware of yourself, more bold with yourself, more willing to go into that dark side. That's it. Because that dark side, a lot of people scared of. It's offering time. Cash App Goddess Just Be. For those who are new here, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. I'm thankful for this live today. We're about to pray and get up out of here. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Deep breath in and blow it out. Last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Source energy, infinite intelligence, all that there is. The darkness that was on the face of the deep. The nothingness, the void, the empty space, the part of our essence that's beyond our person, beyond our mind. I'm thankful for this space, this clarity, this knowing, this energy, this frequency, this awareness, this love that I and we stem from. This is our safe place where we have no body, we have no mind, that we can embody the totality of yin and yang that's present here, the darkness and light that's present here in this empty space. There's healing here. There's wholeness here. There's clarity here. This is 0 point energy where all creation stems from. I am here. The I am is here. Awareness is here. And I could call this place energetically love. Love is here. The wholeness of my love and my essence is here. I'm thankful for my love and my essence that's here. It reminds me of my love and my essence that I carry with me. I know what it feels like. I know energetically what it feels like. I know what it is. And because I'm able to come to this nothingness, I can carry this nothingness within me and be totally aware that this nothingness is in my heart when I'm in my body and my person. That this nothingness is the clarity that I feel in my thoughts when I practice meditation and mindfulness. That this nothingness sits with me if I'm in my person, and this nothingness is that awareness that I feel between the space between this wall and my person. This nothingness. I'm getting familiar with this empty space, this void, this nothingness, this love. It's everywhere. It's multidimensional. It's beyond matter, and it is in the physical reality. And now that I am aware of this, I'm aware of me. I'm aware of my place, my energy, my Lilith, my Eve, my becoming, my growth, my expansion, my resistance. Because when I'm not paying attention to this here nothingness, I must be in resistance. When I'm not aware of myself, I must be busy in my mind. And my heart space wants to experience this nothingness more, this love more. so that it could heal me, so that it could bring me out of dark situations, so that it could change the trajectory of my life and remind me that I am nothingness, that I am love, that I am joy, that I am empty space, that I am bliss, that I am free. I must learn. I am learning how to focus more on my nothingness. Because in focusing more on my nothingness, I receive everything. I clear the space. I clear my mind. I clear the resistance. Because I am nothingness. I hope somebody, even if it's just one body, get this here. My nothingness predates all of my somethingness. Therefore, I must focus on my nothingness sometimes, because my nothingness has the power to draw everything to me. My nothingness, my empty, my void, my space, my clarity, my love, my source, my 0 point energy, my beyond matter nothingness. And that is how you empty yourself. Empty yourself, Eve. Empty yourself, Lilith. Empty yourself from all of yourself and be nothing. This recalibrates everything for your physical reality. The great sages go here to heal their body. The shamans, the healers go here to change lives, to clear resistance. I urge you to go into your nothingness so that you could attract everything. Go into your darkness so you could attract everything. And come back being your bowl full Lilith, embracing the totality of God within her. All right? And so it is. Empty the vessel so that light can come forth. Exactly. You got it. That's all that I ask. That one person, if I could just bless that one person each day, it's not in vain. This video was from my heart to yours. I'm rooting for you, Eve. I'm rooting for you, Lilith. I'm rooting for every last sovereign being underneath the sound of my voice. Make sure you sign up for my class January 12th on Lilith in Motion, How to Flirt. This video was from my heart to yours. Yes. Hey, Crystal, I didn't know you was there. Yeah, you're so welcome, babe. Detox. Yes, yes, yes. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all be blessed.